Well, the Remote Duel Invitational happened this weekend, and I will say that it was actually quite fun to watch, outside of a couple hiccups and, technical difficulties that that you would normally be finding in a online stream like this. It was good. I enjoyed it. So we're going to talk about, hey, metagame deniers. Hey, there's no metagame. There's been no progression. Guess what? There was an event, and it was an official one. So you guys, you can't complain anymore. We got something. So let's dig on into breakdown of this, shall we? Alright, so I personally, I enjoyed this. So let's talk about a couple of things that we saw. So, Farfa doesn't know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Evidently. There was a really epic rewind that had to occur. And I'm proud that we got to see how much judges can rewind a game state to fix things. So, no shade at Nadir, it's fine. I enjoyed watching the game. Nonetheless, in the future, sometimes reading can be difficult. I get it, we're all Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, so that was actually quite interesting to watch. I wish he would have made it further in, but it's fine. So, the next question that was asked by everybody is, who are half of these people? They are content creators that were gathered from across all platforms, actually. I believe there were 4 French people, a couple from Spain. Of course, you had Farfa and them for the UK. I genuinely enjoyed the poll that they had here. So, good, interesting things that happened. There were jokes about the Golden Lord being reprinted in Gold Series. It's not actually going to happen, alright? This is all just a joke that was brought up. Matt was like, oh, that's kind of funny. And his commentator was like, oh my gosh, this would be great. The Golden Lord in... Hey guys, Gold Series, get it? But it was just a joke at this point. If we have a Gold Series later on, it's going to be way further out planned for this. So that was a joke, all right? There's been like a giant crapshoot going around right now with this being like, oh my god, it's godsend. Oh my god, it's a joke, all right? Calm down. So interesting matches that I saw. So outside of not being able to know how to play the game for a couple people, a little bit of miscommunication on a few ends, we had a math mech player that showed up to play. Good job to him. I think the streamers looked at this event that players would bring the most competitive decks that they had to the table. And we had a few rogue picks from some players that kind of threw them for a loop, which... I mean, you're in an invitational. You're gonna, try to break the meta to help influence the ban list, or you're going to help, push things with your own style. So we had Harpies versus Zombies. Tornado Dragon got 2 of them zombie worlds taken care of, but the third one ruined his day. All right, I genuinely enjoyed that. That was kudos to you for keeping me entertained. It was definitely a good, worthwhile showing for this morning to see that. And then we had the Math Mech player I talked about. Unfortunately, he got Yu-Gi-Oh'd. There's not much about that. Now, metagame deniers. There is no metagame because there's been no events. Okay. So, we had Synchro Eldritch. And I will have you know, Synchro Eldritch ruined a lot of people's days. The boards that were generated from this were pure insanity. Alright, we go through a lot to make up Warlord Savage plus Eldritch cards, but I think that you really underestimate the power that board itself puts up. Alright, so most of the deck is there, besides the Adamancipator player had issues with this, but even Adamancipator ended up losing in the end. So, yeah, Rogue did not have a good time this event. So, let's talk about top 4. Alright, it was 16 creators. We went through all the games, and Matt Bell had to enjoy a sandwich when he got a chance. Respect, my man. I enjoyed it. You were quick to eat that sandwich on break. Alright, so we had Salamangreat. Now, they were taken by shock by this because Matt was talking about how Salad is kind of on the back burner, and to see this doing so well here. It's solid. All right, I expect that you feel like you've checked this deck, but update Jammer into an access code talker for a double swing on what, a 5K body? Like, we've got an even better OTK at this point. All right, so we just slap them together, make the big guy go burr. All right, plus you get destructions on him. It's pretty good. Unfortunately, I almost feel like they kind of missed this interaction, or they just didn't feel like this deck could do that interaction all that much. Jokes aside, though, kudos to the Silo player. You showed the world that update Jammer plus transcode is even more hilarious than it actually should be, because now you get those direct attacks on it, and you win. All right, it's as easy as that. So that was really good. Salad made it all the way into top 4, unfortunately losing out to the metagame. Right, it exists. What a strange concept. Then we had a Grand Manju player. Now, this Grand Manju player, was he the... I don't know if he was the DD Dynamite build. We had like a Necroface DD Dynamite Grand Manju deck. It was like really spicy that was seeing play. But unfortunately, it just got bullied around a little bit. Making it into top 4 was no easy feat when, you know, your opponents for top 4 were the Adamancipator player and the Eldritch Synchro player. So we make it into the finals. Wow, progression of metagame. Salad lost, Grand Manju lost. Wow, didn't see that coming. We see the power of Adamancipator versus the power of Synchro Eldritch, or just Eldritch cards in general. These two titans clashed out. Oh, I'm pretty sure, like 90% sure, having looked at this, that it was Eldritch that ended up winning here. I don't remember for sure, but I just know that finals, dun, time to look, I'm actually pretty sure it was Eldritch that ended up winning. But outside of this, we're sitting here, we're like, there's no progressive metagame. We can't make a ban list for this because there's been no events. Technically, we just had an invitational. If they wanted to base the results for this tournament strictly off of this tournament, they saw what Adamancipator did. They saw what Eldritch is capable of. Those Eldritch boards, by the way, that we saw on stream today, in comparison to what everybody else was trying to do in this tournament, it was unfair. Literally. All right, like, and there's a reason why I was talking about that. You know, the ceiling for Synchro Eldritch is just so disgustingly high at this stage in the tournament that, you know, what do you do? Like, if you're just here wanting to have fun, you know, unfortunately, you lose out. Yeah, Synchro Eldritch won. That's what I thought. Also, these were 1 out of 1s, which was kind of interesting. I mean, you can't really... I get it. The 1 out of 1 style, there's not much that you can do because, you know, you can't have cheating. They also were pretty much enforceable to make sure that your hand stays on camera so that they can make sure that you weren't cheating. I think there were 1 or 2 times I think the hand disappeared, but it was quick enough that it didn't look like cheating was going on. I understand that remote duel has its problems. All right, I'm not going to sugarcoat this for you guys. I get it, all right? But this was a grand festival of... honestly, the community's favorite people for the UK. I'm glad that they took some initiative. They went ahead, got these content creators together, and gave the fans a chance to watch their favorite duelist play in a showcase. And Konami Europe is doing a fantastic job doing this. I would love to see America do something with this. It would be nice, you know. It'd be nice to see, you know, Sam, Simply Unlucky, you know, everybody, including myself, get to sit down. We get to play. I mean, we have, the YouTuber Grand Championship coming here. It would be cool to see how Konami USA could do something like this. And from that aspect on, I'm very happy with this. I enjoyed it. It was a good show. A few people were complaining about, the format's a little bit boring. But you know what? They proved to us that they could pull something like this off. This is a very good step in the right direction for possibly something like this happening in the future that could be streamed. Let that sink in. You could see your favorite content creator, even in all my life, 10 years of this game, I never thought we would get to this stage. And I'm so happy Like, good job for progression, community. So, TLDR, guess what? I think Eldritch won. No surprise. People are still going to deny this tomorrow. They're not the best deck. I guess that's all I got. Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. I believe we have a luxury games tournament to talk about on Monday. Plus, we have a stream later today. I guess I'm out. Peace. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCall40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCall40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcallgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.